What were you guys doing in Daytona? Weren't you guys filming some sort of like crazy
I was
project?
in Jacksonville. I was in Jacksonville working on a bigger project that I can't really talk about. And I don't want
Tell us about it.
Fucking ruin it. I can't tell you about it. That's the thing.
What can you say? What can you give me on it?
I filmed. I may or may not have filmed a part of something that may become a documentary later down the road, and that's really all I can say.
Hell yeah. So they filmed something that is being pitched to big networks,
major networks. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. All I know is I saw that picture from Matt Cox of you wearing a robe, like smoking a cigar.
It was ridiculous. They had me in a mansion, and it's just giant fucking gaudy mansion, and
they rented out.
It was Airbnb. Yeah, they rented it out. It was like fucking. It was expensive. They had me in a cigar and a robe coming downstairs, and all kinds of different scenes. Listen, I've seen some of the stuff they cut. They made me look way fucking cooler than I am. You know what I mean? They made me look like Pablo Escobar or somebody like that. Just the cinematography and like the way they captured the light and the music and the way they're doing everything. It's gonna be fucking cool and it's gonna sell.
How many days were you there filming?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah. I filmed every day.
And how much can they possibly film in 5 days? I'm sure like many days of it was just B-roll and like cinematic like looks type stuff.
Well, we would film during the day. We would just film like, interview shit during the day or, other things that we were doing like for the story. And then like at night when we would wrap up the day shooting, we'd film like B-roll shit, like cinematic out in the public or whatever. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
It's a weird thing how like now big TV networks and production companies that sell shit to TV networks, all they're doing is just scouring the internet for like popular podcasts to try to find content.
Yeah. Listen, I got approached by 2 different people from Vice TV trying to fucking do something with me. They had some kind of series that they were doing with people who did major like crimes when they were younger and then turned their life around or some shit. You probably maybe have seen about a couple episodes. I think they had one with a dude who was like I apparently sold millions of dollars worth of cocaine or something like that in New York when he was a kid, and they had some other dude on there. I don't remember his story, but I think that's the series that they wanted me for, and it's like I can't do anything with anybody else.
Oh, because that company that you shot the pilot with, they got you under some sort of exclusivity agreement.
It just wouldn't be right. At the end of the day, it wouldn't be right because I think it would hurt me more than it would help.
How long did they have you locked up in that agreement for?
We don't. I think 6 months.
6 months. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Over a year would not be good.
No,
because they can't sell it in 6. If they can sell it in 6 months, that's great. But if it goes longer than that, then
it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell right away. It's not even gonna take 6 months.
Have they even started pitching it yet?
I'm not sure where they're at in the You know what? I'm hands off on this thing. Like I don't call them and like, what's going on? What are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, dude, you guys do your thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna sit back and call me when it's time to collect a check.
Hit me up when you're ready.
You know what I mean? When it's time for me to fucking make a deposit into my Chase account, then give me a call.
Yeah.
Because I can't control anything. I have no creative say so and anything like that. And it's just like, dude, I got so much other shit going on in my life that I just leave it alone, dude. I let them people just do their fucking thing, and I think they kind of like that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. What did you think about the whole process of like those guys, like bringing in all those cameras, setting up all that stuff, and like orchestrating everything to make it look like some? Yeah. It's a lot of fucking work, right?
I got to peek behind the curtain, man. And I got to kind of see how the whole machine works. And that's cool because you watch the behind the scenes shit sometimes. You know what I mean? When you do, like HBO behind the scenes and all that shit. But it doesn't do any justice when you're there. You know what I mean? You got guys running cables and changing lights around and, putting up light boxes and, like fucking shit. It's just the whole thing. And then you got the sound guys with the, it's cool, man. It's cool. I can get used to that, man. And then I'm the talent.
Yeah, right.
So I don't have to do no work.
Yeah, you're good.
You know what I mean? You want a soda? You hungry? Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just laying back fucking in between scenes fucking just, taking a nap or whatever fucking, and then when they say fucking roll camera, then I got to jump to it, you know what I mean? And that's my part I play in it, you know what I mean? So
how many Vice actually emailed you and tried to get you to do something?
I had 2 different. I had one lady reached out who said she was with Vice, but really she was with an independent production company that I think works for Vice.
Vice contracted him, yeah.
And then actual Vice TV, actually, because I ignored her and I just didn't respond to her, actual Vice TV reached out after that and contacted me. And, I told them, I was like, listen, as of right now, I can't do anything. I can't do any movies or TV. Podcasts are fine as long as I, don't open the can of worms and, you know, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do any TV or movies or anything for right now. But I was like, in the future, it doesn't mean I can't in the future. I'm contractually obligated right now. As of right now, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. And you know, like Vice, you know, I'm sure it'll pay me a couple grand to go wherever and shoot, but it's just like that's peanuts compared to what I got coming.
The big thing.
Yeah. So I don't want to fuck this up with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know they did something with Matt Cox, but I don't know if I ever saw it. I don't know if it ever came out.
They did, yeah. I think they did. Matt did something with them.
With Vice, yeah. I never
I
saw
remember
it.
what it was. He said they flew him out and paid him like fucking.
Well, I think they shot it like
grand.
in Tampa, right?
I thought he said Miami.
Was it Miami?
Yeah.
They flew him down to Miami.
Yeah.
Some mansion and shit.
Yeah. And they just interviewed him. They just sat him on a stool and fucking interviewed him, and that was it.
So if you did some sort of, if somebody, let's just say some big company, some big network bought this project that you guys shot, what would it be like? Would it be like a serialized documentary? Would it be just a one-shot, like 2-hour film?
And see, that's the thing that right now we just don't know.
You don't know what the format will be.
Yeah, because it's like, say they take it to FX. FX might want to make it into a series.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or say they take it to Hulu, and Hulu just wants to shoot it as a doc.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which it's cool because that doc could lead to a series or could lead to a feature-length film. You know what I mean? Or they could take it to, like, you know, try to attach like a big name to it and take it to like a big production company, and they could be like, fucking, let's just run with this thing and make it a feature film.
Right.
You know, so all that shit's up in the air right now, which is fucking exciting. That
Yeah.
that all this is even an option for me. You know what I mean? Like,
I think even a more interesting spinoff would just be you selling $1,000 consultations on Instagram.
That's a
I
documentary.
would love
in
to
itself.
hear one of those phone calls.
yeah, listen, I got to get my money, man. I
If
got
we
to
did
get
this
my money.
live, we get people to call in live. That would have been amazing.
I got to get my money. You know what I mean? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, there's something there.
Well, I think people are attracted to that kind of story, like people like you that come from the gutter, from the ugly corner.
Yeah.
And you come up and you're able to go through everything you went through. And then there's something also about like scams, people who have committed scams or frauds.
It's the zeitgeist of our time right now. It's all things current. Like whatever this little atmosphere we're living in with the fraud and the scams, it's been, how do I want to say, it's like Hollywood now. Like before, it was like just like an underground thing that only like a select few people, like if you were a nerd or you were into fraud, you knew about it. Now it's like motherfuckers who aren't even doing fraud or scams are saying they're scammers and fraudsters. Just, you know what I mean? To be part of something. Like it's so fucking crazy. Like these kids that reach out to me on Instagram, you should see their Instagrams. Like they're taking pictures of all this money and all this shit, and then like I'll have a conversation with them, and it immediately I know they don't know shit. They know absolutely dick. You know what I mean? They're just fucking trying to be cool. Like it's cool to say you're a scammer now. You know what I mean? All the rappers are talking about it, and then you got this guy, fucking Bandman Kevo, whoever the fuck he is. I haven't watched any of his videos. Everybody's telling me, watch Bandman Kevo, man, reach out. I'm like, listen, man.
Bandman Kevo?
Apparently, okay, this is what I know about him. I haven't researched. I've never read anything about him. I've watched clips and heard him talk a little bit, but it's like, apparently he was some rapper, and he got caught up doing check scams for like less than $1 million. It wasn't even that much money, and he went to prison, and now he got out, and apparently he charges motherfuckers $150 for fucking FaceTimes, and he's got his own YouTube channel where he tries to teach people about like fraud and fucking like CPNs and all the shit that's gonna send people to prison immediately. Like he's like the go-to guy for scams and frauds now in like the hip hop community. You know what I mean? Like he's whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like fucking whatever, dude. Like, but I'm just saying, like that's just how absurd all of this has become. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy on my YouTube channel trying to teach people how to do fraud and doing the whole credit card thing and all that shit. I just don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy helping people make better decisions. You know what I mean? I want to keep people out of prison.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I mean, I just feel like I have such a vast amount of life experience to draw from that. I mean, I can give good advice. You know what I mean? And I'm a straight shooter. I don't candy coat anything. You know what I mean? I'm quick to tell somebody they're full of shit or what you're doing with your life is fucking meaningless and you need to do something else if you want to make changes. You know what I mean? Like, I just keep it real with people. Like, I make videos about, like, being successful and, like, what I feel it takes to be successful. You know what I mean? It starts when you wake up in the morning. You wake up, you fucking eat the same breakfast, you make your bed, you have a plan for the day. You know what I mean? And I just break it all down. Like, this is what you need to do to be successful. You know what I mean? You need to cut all the bullshit people out of your life. You need to quit fucking... You know what I mean? You need to cut all the things out of your life that are fucking causing you any kind of discomfort or harm. You know what I mean? Just shit like that, you know, like my guide to success. So I make videos like that.
Kind of like motivational type stuff?
Exactly. That's what I'm on, dude. Just straight motivational, like, you know what I mean? All positivity, you know?